All right, so we got, it's like almost 5 o'clock, like 4:45. I've been out here since probably like 10:30 in the morning, because the first couple hours I had to diagnose why did my ride over 60-inch mowing deck scrape and cut my grass last night when I was doing it somewhat in the dark. And I realized that a lift is snapped and broke, so I'm gonna have to bring that into John Deere next week and have them repair it, which is kind of annoying when it's something that's only been 20 hours on. And I think it's just because there's so many ruts in this pasture that, you know, it creates some friction on some of the bolts, and this bolt just, I think, got loose, and then or it wasn't tight enough in the beginning and it just shredded. So that was the first couple hours to figure out why the hell did that happen. And then after that, I just in this fence project. So I've got the T-posts in, I've got the wood posts, all the corner posts, and some of the main center posts all in with concrete now. I'm gonna let that pretty much set. I mean, Quickrete's where it's at. And then the T-posts in between these sections, and then over here on the front is where I'll build a gate in between those two posts. So when we walk in from the gate, we'll be able to come into a couple raised beds that we're just going to build right off the gate, and then we'll be able to, you know, work on these rows that we've built. All of this is really just temporary. It's just for this year. We want to understand, what is this dirt like? What are the nutrients that we're going to have to bring in, the organic nutrients that we're going to have to get. I've already reached out to a couple people where I know I can get some really natural, nutrient-rich organic dirt. And, you know, I might have to, you know, do that next year, just spread a lot of it in. So, but we'll just see whether or not this takes off. But we'll get this fence up probably, hopefully, maybe tomorrow afternoon. We want to leave these posts and we want to have them set overnight. But if I come out in the morning and they're pretty solid, I'm going to rock and roll and put up all the fencing tomorrow. And then I'm going to just do a mesh fence on the back fence line, because deer aren't going to jump over two fences. They kind of get discouraged by that. So as long as I have the 8 foot on the sides and on this back side, it should be fine. But everything's looking good. You know, Forever Farm's coming together. And sometimes you have to do, like I said, a temporary thing to be able to really gauge what we need to do, you know, next year. So all the planning that I'm going to have for all of this back area, where I start to really put in a lot more fruits and vegetables, a lot more crops, get ready for bees. But all of this will eventually be, you know, farmland, right? This is where we're going to be able to pull a lot of our produce from. But exciting day, long day. I'm exhausted. And I'll see you next time on Forever Farm.